Welcome to Troopers Travels, good morning. Just a 4 mile loop today. Laughton, is it Laughton le Morthen? I think I'll put it on screen anyway. Old church here, All Saints, and we're going to go down to Roach Abbey, down to Laughton. Just a 4 mile circular walk and nice little waterfall, what I promised you last time, what I didn't get. But we'll just talk about some bits and bobs as we're walking around. Nice 4 mile stroll, nice weather, so let's enjoy and explore. See you in a minute, bye. Right, this is the All Saints Church. We're going to do it's called the Spire Walk Laughton le Morthen, 4 mile circular walk, and this is the start. So we're going to go this way. We're going to see Moat Bailey, we're going to see Roach Abbey, we're going to see Laughton. Nice little waterfall, but I'm just going to try and give a bit of information about this. So this originally stood on the site of a Saxon centre. The north doorway is a good example of the Saxon architecture, which is that one there. It was rebuilt by the Normans, and inside the nave there's 3 flying round pillars formed part of the church, which is also Norman. So it's got Saxon Norman and it's been modernised. The tower is 185 feet high, and it can be seen from miles about, which you can see that from here quite good. But the church is not open. I've just checked that it's not open. Anyway, back to have a quick look at this. But that's the Saxon bit inside, which is not open, I'm afraid. It's a lovely little church. Right, we'll continue with walk, and we'll have a look around and give you some more information. Let's have another quick look at church before we set off. Nice little cockerel on top, war memorial. But we're going to be heading that way, down to what school, and then I think there's like a little footpath off it, some steps, and then we'll have a wander around. But that's a lovely little churchyard. Pity it's not open. We'd like to have a look at that, but can't, I'm afraid. Right, we'll continue and we'll have a look. Nice little touch this. This is an old little pump. I don't know if it works. It don't work. And a nice little step for horses, when they used to mount the horses. Right, we'll set off. Nice little old-fashioned sign. Brookhouse Lane this, but we're not going that way. It's half a mile down that way. I have done a wrong detour, but we'll get back on that. I will show you that afterwards as well. But there's another detour down here. Thurcroft, 3/4 of a mile. Brookhouse half a mile, and Dinnington a mile and a half, a mile and a quarter that way. So Rotherham Lane, but we have took a wrong route, but we'll try it in a minute, and we'll have to come back and look at other place. How nice is that? How nice is that? Lovely. Incidentally, this plant, we used to call it Mother Dye when we were kids. If anybody remembers it, old school, but they said if you picked it, your mum died. But it was just an old wives' tale. But as kids, we took it right serious. But as you can see, wedding down that way, that's where we're going to be going. Fields have got quite a lot. Last time I came down here, there weren't all this stuff, but yeah, nice stall. And when you get down here, there is a footpath, so you'll come off this main road, and then we'll continue on with the journey. Yeah, I think last time there were no crops are out. I think it was like October time. Anyway, we'll continue as we are, and we'll get down here. A nice view at church. Again, come down here off main road. You come to a footpath, and just follow that down. Let's go down here. Too big. Well, that's where we're heading towards anyway. That way. I'll tell you something, to play with people's hay fever, so if you suffer with hay fever, you'll be sneezing your head off. All that rapeseed oil stuff here. Anyway, we'll go back down and we'll have another look when we get further down to Beck. Nice buzzard up there, flapping about. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can't beat British countryside, can you? Especially in summer. Well, yeah. That's the old railway. I don't know where that goes. I don't know if it's just like a goods railway, that, what goes along there. But this will take us, once we're at the top side of there, down to Roach Abbey, down to Waterfall, and Slade Houghton as well. Oh. Right, I've got a buzzard circling up there. Right, so let's go down to Slade Houghton. Slade Houghton, also known as Slade Houghton, which means valley and farmstead on a spur of land. Obviously this were a medieval settlement site and a mortar site, which were quite common in that era. Very remote, to be fair, but there's a road, but we're heading towards that way, I believe, and then get onto a trail that takes us down to Roach Abbey. Well, other side of Roach. But I think there's a pub down here and all. So if you're on your way back on the 4 miler, get a pint if it's open. But not today though. About half a mile now on route. Some lovely blossom in there. Hawthorn bush. And if there were, oops a daisy, nice little pigeon. Some blackberry bushes as well, so to come down here in peak summer, blackberry pies. A big weeping willow there above that. I think that's the pub anyway, but we'll have a look when we get a bit further down. Follow this lane on the left hand side. There should be a little footpath what takes you alongside the railway line. It's a busy road, so be careful when you're coming down here. There's a little snicket just off it, on main road, little footpath. And it should bring us up to a railway tunnel. Does it say a railway line, not tunnel? Lots of nettles, so be careful if you come this time of year. And this should take us up to a railway line at the top. It's quite a steep incline first off, but and lots of midges. I'll just carry on going. Over at stile, you come to a stile, over at stile. Do not touch that, it's like electrifying. Electrifying that. Right, give it a second. Do not touch that, it's electrifying fence. Yeah. So just be careful, that's electrified fence. Things to do with some horses. And there's not a lot of room, it's pretty narrow. So you don't want to get a belt from that. And loads of holly leaves this side. And then I think it inclines to the right. Which then runs parallel with track to the left. So this is a footpath. It's been dug out with a spade, but do not touch the wire. Simple. So that's where I come from. It's about, I don't know, about a mile, maybe a mile, 3/4 of a mile. And then it's just carry on this way. This should bring you to a train line, a path, but I can't remember these being here. But we don't want a belt. Right, carry on. Over this stile, away from the electrifying fence. Yeah. And then just continue going down here. Very narrow though, so be careful. There's a robin going off. Robin redbreast. Yeah, robins. Very shaded this bit with all these, but lots of midges. Nice little popo there as well. On and onwards. Another style. And continue. I can't remember being able to go on like this before, if I'm honest, but hey ho, let's go. This bit, there's a main road, so be careful, and then there's another footpath up the side of there, so that's where we're going to go, and that's the railway up there, it's a bridge. That's the railway, but I think we've gone the wrong way, but never mind. We probably should have come into that road and just gone straight down Whitbridge, and then up straight back up here. That's where I've just come from, crossed Abbott Road, and there's a Slade, this is Slade Houghton, what I explained about earlier. And we're going to just kind of, this is a moated medieval settlement, this, and obviously that's a train line what goes over it, but we're going to carry on going anyway on to Kingswood, which takes us to Roach Abbey. Right, and that's a level crossing, you can cross that, but we'll carry on anyway. More little narrow things across here, isn't there? At this point you'll come to a big field. That's the way you're going to come back up here, and that's the way to Roach Abbey, so just follow this path. I don't know what they're growing here, I don't know what they are. Any ideas, anybody? I ain't got a clue. Some type of flower on them, so not seen them before anyway, but as you can see, lots of greenery, and that's where we've come from, right up there. When you get to this part, it splits like a whooshka, and then it opens up between fields, and this will take us down to the corner. Roach Abbey's over that way somewhere along the river, but we're gonna call it the waterfall, have a bit of lunch and have a look round, but it's very green. I think last time I came here it wasn't as green as this. There were no crops around, and we're looking for this footpath, but found it eventually, so we'll just carry on, shall we? Just about at the bottom of it now, so down the big field. I don't know if the beans, some type of beans, green beans these, I'm not sure. You'll know better than me, I'm not a gardener. I haven't got an allotment. But when you get to the bottom, this will turn left. There is a signpost, and that will take us down to the waterfall, down towards Roach Abbey. I'm going to get a bite to eat down there and all. But it's a beautiful day. Trooper keeps dropping on these, doesn't he? Big time. But right, we'll get down at the bottom, and I'll just show you which way. So it's left here, you can see there's a sign there. And you can see that. Have I got it? I'm not sure. Oh, just give me a second, I can't see it. There's a sign down there anyway. If you go left, I don't way back, you'd go you'd go right. There's your sign there, that's your footpath, that's the previous one I did before, when it was before it was overgrown. And then this will lead us into Kingswood, and I believe there's a stream on the side of that. Whether or not it merges with the one at Roach Abbey, the Maltby Beck, I'm not sure, but lovely flowers, wild flowers. Just makes some changes to see some nice greenery and some fresh air and sunshine in it, but we'll carry on. A nice bit of shade now, onwards. What do you reckon to colours, everybody? I think they're great, these. They're great, these colours. They're not nettles though, but yeah, nice and cool in shade. Roll on lunchtime. Wild garlic again, down here, loads of it. Strong as oat, nice little beck down there. Right, just carry on going now. I think we'll go over this little bit of a bridge, and that takes us to the waterfall further on. I think that's right anyway, I might be wrong. This is about, I think it takes it to 6 mile if you do a circular. I think it's about another mile, 2 mile, possibly. Anyway, we'll carry on. So this is Kingswood. I said it was a 4 mile circular. It's actually a 4 plus a 1 and a 1. So it's a mile to Roach Abbey, or to Waterfall that is, where it can be lunchtime, and then a mile back, so it's 6. So, but yeah, lovely stroll this. I can't really show you on maps because I'm not very good at things like that, am I? But just try and explain where we're going and what it's like. Yeah, it's a nice walk this, but last time I come it wasn't like this. They were all overgrown with all plants and things, and food and fields. But it's worth it. Just seen what was it? There were 2 crows, but I forgot to film it. And there were a buzzard or an hawk, and two crows were like tormenting it. They like chased it off, being territorial. Amazing. But anyway, we're on Steepwood down to thing, and we'll have a look at the waterfall. Forgot to show it last time I come. See you in a minute. Look at that for a tree. It's a big one, isn't it? It's bigger than that one. So on the way down here, this should take us to the actual waterfall. You can't actually hear it though, that's the problem. I don't believe we've got a long way around the house possible. But there is a waterfall down here, and that's where lunchtime's going to start. I can hear some water now, so I must be on the right track. I don't know if you can hear that. You're picking it up. And this is where lunch stop's going to be now. The famous Roach Abbey waterfall. The waterfall at Roach Abbey, as you can see, it's in full splendour. And it looks like somebody's picked the sunglasses up as well, what I found earlier. Let's put that on here. That falling in. Somebody's picked sunglasses up anyway, so they've found them. Somebody left some sunglasses here earlier. Found them. They must have found them. But yeah, that's the Abbey, and on his way back now. This is Roach Abbey. Where I worked the other day. Nice little veranda around. Quick tip for you, if you're booking at Roach Abbey, try doing it today, and literally you've got to book it before 8 o'clock or the following or the day before, otherwise they can't get tickets, which don't make sense to me really if they're wanting money for it. But corporate member can't book tickets well 24 hours later. And this is your trail if you don't want to pay to go to Roach Abbey. You can see it from this bit here, but look at left hand side shot, you'll see it in glorious weather. Roach Abbey in glorious weather. And this is what you come up with. Look at that, wow. Look at that. And it's splendour. lunch, this is end bit of it. It's a mile from the top side, which I've showed you on video anyway. Extend it to 2 miles, obviously there and back, and then back up to Laughton. But this is Roche Abbey. I featured this on a previous video. Lovely. It's a monk, French monk, like we've explained all this before in the video. But what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to waterfall, back into, I forget, I'll put it up on it's Brook something anyway, and then back upfield up to Laughton Church, and I'm going to put the Moat Bailey on, which I forgot to do. Well, I didn't cut right way, did I? But that'll be done next. So we'll go back that way and we'll speak to you shortly. Alright, bye. So we'll set our out to Roche Abbey and we'll go back to the waterfall. Grand day today and all. Second grand day week. Second annual leave and lovely and sunshiny. This is what all it is about. That's the library, if you remember from my video, the library. And the bishop's house, which was here. Lovely, isn't it just lovely? Today like today. Way back from Roche Abbey, you've got these walkways, which is good in summer. Got mesh on, I think, to stop people slipping in winter. But onto the waterfall. The waterfall at Roche Abbey, as you can see, it's in full splendour. And it looks like somebody's picked the sunglasses up as well, what I found earlier. Let's put that on here. That falling in. Somebody's picked sunglasses up anyway, so they've found them. Somebody left some sunglasses here earlier. I've found them. They must have found them. But yeah, that's the Abbey, and on his way back now. On way back now. That's quite imposing, like I said on the video earlier. Look at that. So that's your landmark, and this is your way through the field. Actually, I feel like Moses porting sea. Look, like Moses porting sea. Anyway, this is this trail, and that'll take us back onto the top side. It's quite warm, to be fair, but I hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt, because it's only like a little walk, but something to make people smile if they like this area or like stuff like this. This is Brook House, and this is the way we go up to the, I'm not sure what name the pub is now. Is it Travellers? I'm not sure, but there's a pub down here anyway. We'll just carry on going and we'll have a look at it when we get to it. I think we saw a pub on the way down. So there it is, the Green King Travellers Rest. I think there's 2 pubs in this village, one at other. 12 all 12. Tap room with pool table. Well, sorry, it's a family one, but this is the one, and that's where we're going to come. Nice little stream. A nice little pub. I'll have to try a drink one day in here. Onwards to the last half a mile. I will try and put up how long it were this walk. I think I've overestimated it, to be fair, but probably over 6 mile. But yeah, back up here, and then I'll finish it off when it's at the top. And the final stretch. Whew. Been a bonza that one though, to be fair. Definitely going to sink some pints there. I'm going to be back up at church shortly, so be able to have a quick look at it then. Right, nearly at the sign anyway. Laughton le Morthen. Finally, this is the last bit, the last leg. Whew. Oh dear. One last push. Whew. Wow. Done. So this is the bit I failed to capture. There's a motte bailey, but I'm not sure if I want to see it. I did take the wrong route when I set off. It's a motte bailey. Used to have a castle on top of it, but it's in somebody's garden. But it might be a little bit overgrown, but we'll see when I get near it, see if I can see it. If you can see that, but that is a motte bailey on private land. The motte bailey's over there, Laughton Castle Motte Bailey. That's a better shot of it. Laughton Motte Bailey there on private land. Shame we can't have a look at it, but that's the mound. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed that walk. It's been about 6.4 miles. We're back at church now. I'll try and give some more information, areas and little bits and bobs at back, but I've got a little bit lost myself, but I hope you enjoyed it. So please like, subscribe and ring the bell. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.